When he said that next week, that was the only thing he had to break it.
Okay, so I can genuinely say now that the purpose of this contest has been illustrated with the events of this morning. Greetings and welcome to all of you Golden Truth Ticket players out there. One of you is about to be a grand champion in the 2026 Win a Pound of Gold on-air contest, and then golden prizes and silver raffle. Maggie, could you go get the silver real quick for me, please? Because I left it in the other room. So we're just a little late here, and when you see the pictures, because people like pictures of the studio setup, you'll see that this menagerie here has been compiled. That the studio in the other room has basically been moved into this room because it's so much larger. And there's your silver. There's your silver grand prize. So that's the second prize. And you will see that we basically, if you just got a shot, just a single shot of the wires, so all you need to see is the wires. Yeah, and then you would say, "Oh my Lord!" Now, those of you that have helped me take this thing down over years past, like Dan Mundy and others, and Jeff, who's come to some of the giveaways that we did at Bulldog Keo, Jeff Corson, then he knows that. And that was a small setup. This is the whole studio that works in the other room. Now look, it's in 144 square feet in the other room. You have 400 square feet in this room, and it's still like, dude, you probably need a bigger room. So, welcome! And that's why the acoustics are a little roomy, and that's okay, we'll deal with it. We're going to draw some tickets here. I'm going to let Maggie get back over to her station so that she can show you the ticket, the ticket camera, which is, well, let me straighten the tie. If you're taking pictures of me in action, then we're going to have it perfect. Steve Cunningham is going to be with us. He is on the StreamYard Maker hotline. And then you can see right over there, let me turn this down just a little bit. You can see right there on camera number, what, it went off? It is like the Bad News Bears. Okay, it's back on. So you can see on that camera shot over there. Actually, I had it zoomed in. You can zoom in. We'll do it later. You can see that that's where the ticket hopper is. We didn't have. We ordered it, and Amazon's usually pretty good about this. We ordered the ticket hopper, a real live one, a real ticket hopper, Eddie. Yeah, nothing but the best, Clark. Well, we actually ordered a real ticket hopper, the one that's brass, and you just got the handle on it and you turn it, so that we would have it so we could turn it and then fish the ticket out. But looking at that, Maggie, can you zoom in just a little bit? Just use your fingers to expand, just so they can see, because I want to show all the hard work that you put into this. Just there you go, perfect. Now, Vanna, can you show them the envelopes? There's a gold envelope. There's a silver envelope. What color is the bourbon? Because you got a gold envelope. You got a silver envelope.
Bourbon is black.
And the bourbon is black. And the ammo should be...
It's green.
It's green. It should be red. It should be blood red.
Red is Steve Cunningham because Sensus Fidelium. Sorry.
And then red is Sensus Fidelium is Steve, who's driving. Buddy, where are you going?
All those Bernie Madoff types have to do milk runs every 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, it's on in the other room. You have to control it in the other room. He's on. He's on. So, because we moved everything out here, if you're going to mute, you need to mute, because she'd have to run into the other room to mute you. Because don't you know here's what took so long. This infernal blasted iPad refused to connect and operate the $5 billion mixing console in the other room that is made for this explicit purpose. So you can walk around a stadium and mix, right? So you can hear what the audience is hearing. So they made an app for it, and it connected like an absolute charm last time I used it. I mean, it started moving things for me. And of course, this morning when it's important and when I want it to work, it connected to it, but for some infernal blasted reason, I can't control it. So, having said that, what is the final ticket count? It's 2,074, right?
Oh, it's more than that. No.
But now you have to throw the affiliate purchases in there. Okay, if you include affiliate referral credits, and by the way, I will introduce to you the affiliate grand champion, who is familiar to all of you as soon as we get a total. Did Resnick give you a total on how much affiliates were?
He's trying to mess with WooCommerce to get that done, because once it goes as in a ticket, it's a ticket.
Okay, so it's well over. I saw the referrals. It's well over $20-some-odd thousand in tickets. So the referral program does work. So if you wanted to play the game like that, and you can see that there is your silver, which I have been chinging around. I'm actually somebody is going to get this mailed to them in a very plain brown little tiny box, and you will receive that, and you'll go like, what is this? Oh, you get a little tiny box, and you go, oh, this box is very heavy. Oh, it's from Mike. It's from my church, and you're going to, that's my silver. So, thanks to all of you, but for playing the game. So we did make it to 2,000. So we had to change the goal from 10,000 to 2,000. So we made it to 2,074 paid tickets. I do not have the number of how many referrals were cashed in, because you got 10% credit up to 20 tickets, and then you got 20% credit. Well, I can tell you that the grand champion who sold the most, well, it was between Steve and I, we were like in first and second, but outside of us, because we were using our media obviously, and we had an advantage. Outside of us, Brother Andre Marie is your grand champion for this year. And brother was still cashing tickets in this morning, because I messaged him. I said, brother, I think you have some unused credits. He goes, I do. And I said, yeah, you got some sales came in this morning. He goes, I did. And so we cashed them all in. So if you didn't cash yours in, and you basically just went and bought new tickets, and there was a box that told you that you could use your you could use your store credits, because that was an automated system. We didn't actually have to run that. The WordPress plugin did. So lots of orders came in last night, a lot of last minute. Not as many as last year. So last year was 2,324. This year's 2,074. And I don't know what the number is for referral tickets, but he'll give it to me in a minute. But it was a great contest.
2,083.
How much?
2,083 is the final count.
2,083
tickets.
2,083.
Yeah, that includes the affiliates and everything.
Is the final count. Okay, so it was a great contest, and I want to thank all of you for participating. And if you've seen the pictures in the chat room, because people like in pictures, then you can see the setup here. Most people like me and Steve have these people called roadies that do this. Or if you go to a venue somewhere, you have what's called an on-site engineer. We sat there and we watched Bob Kopka and I watched Charlie Kirk's people set up the Real America Voice people their exhibit at the People's Convention in Detroit at the Cobo Center in 2024. And Bob and I were there all day, and they got there at like 8 o'clock when we did, and there was nothing. And they worked until like 10 o'clock that night. When we left, they were doing their sound checks and putting the final touches on it. There were at least 20 guys that were working on that. 20. So why do we do fundraisers? So that we can try and just expand our footprint and our maybe even our labor supply a little bit. So we can have one of those guys come and do this, and then it would have started precisely and promptly at 9 a.m. So I was here working on it until 1 o'clock, and this morning I finally went, you know what? I had to sleep. I was pulling to Steve Cunningham, and I didn't make it to 3. I only made it to 1, but I was up at 5:50. So we're all drawing a little bit short on sleep. But a successful contest. We sold more tickets than we ever did for any car that we gave away. But we did not sell as many as we did last year, and that's okay because the number is close. And someone, and I want to thank all of you, but again, the reason we do these things is so that, we have some more personnel and some more people to assist and that are part of the company and part of the nonprofit. So we're going to draw some tickets in just a minute here. And I think that the part of the contest and of the promotion that I like the most, and I can't say that I did that in previous years because I think I was just so busy trying to run the darn thing. And like Maggie was saying before we went on air, she's like, I am exhausted. This is a mental and physical drain, especially knowing that you're on the hook for 48 large in gold coins. And then, wondering, there's no guarantee you're going to get to the 48. We did, and we'll have a little bit left over, so that's fantastic. And there are no, what did St. Teresa of Avila say, Steve? No dour saints, or no dour sisters.
Amen.
Is that what she said?
Amen.
Yep.
Amen. Yeah.
No dour sisters. Thanks to all of you for your participation in the contest and all that you did. Well, I don't have my green screen background on. That's okay. I can turn it on. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk just a little bit about what was your favorite. Because this is the first time you were involved in a contest like this. And I think, Steve, that you were very surprised at what it takes, what goes in to pulling one of these babies off, weren't you?
I mean, I'm busy in anything and I'm probably not as busy as you are, but yeah, I thought it would be a lot easier. It was still fun. I know I'm not there at ground zero, so I don't want to sound like, what are you guys crying about? I know you guys were working 30. I mean, I'd wake up and see 40 messages. It was like, what? Did you guys ever sleep? So by week 2, my prayer was, please God, let this break even. Please let this break even. My mindset was, this is too easy of a marketing thing, of a giveaway. Everyone and their brother, we're gonna have to beat people off with sticks because they're gonna sell so many tickets. Because I'm thinking, give away gold or silver, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Man, when I was wrong. Next time I'm gonna say the opposite. Man, this could be hard. Maybe it'll be a piece of cake afterwards. But no, it was an extremely fun time. The weeks went by fast. Yeah,
they did. So, and you weren't seeing like the graphics and the images and the website upkeep and all that. That all had to be done. That was all done by hand and by us. All of those emails had to be written. The email fairy doesn't come into your mass email account and go, oh, hey, let me help you send these emails out. Now, the email fairy also doesn't come to you and go, oh, hey, let me give you a concept for sending it. Here's the promotion you should do. You have to do all this. And I'm not complaining. I'm simply just illustrating that the enormity of the task. It's huge, definitely huge. And every year that we do this, we go, this is going to be the year we're going to do so well and make so much that we're finally actually going to be able to hire some help around this joint. And then every year it goes, like you're going up to the top of that roller coaster, right? At Sandusky, the Millennium Force, and you're getting up to the top, and you really can't see the bottom on the Millennium. Up, 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 and you go, you go over the top, and then it becomes Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, I remember a couple weeks ago, my wife asked me, how many tickets sold? And I go, 4. She was 4,000, 400.
Getting outside of your own market is the hardest thing. And for some reason, people are just not, they just don't trust people that sell gold. And I'm not going to make any conclusions about that, but I have a sneaking suspicion that many Christians and Catholics, denominational and Catholics, have just a kind of built-in, it's just kind of baked-in suspicion of people that sell precious metals, because they think that you're probably connected to Red Sea pedestrians. And if you're, and then they think that you must be connected to them. There's no way you bought that much gold. The Israelis gave it to you. You're working for Mossad. Shapiro's actually running the contest. You know, I run all these scenarios through my mind, and I go, yep, every single one of them is valid. And I think that really, especially when you see Catholics like questioning you and questioning me, I think that is what is going on. Or at least that's part of what is going on in some people's minds, that they have to be saying, there's...
I just remember just like last year, I wasn't part of it, but I saw the contest going on, going, well, this is easy. I'll throw $50 in this. Let me see if I can win.
You did.
I didn't win, but I was like, hey, this is a great idea. I mean, this is fantastic. And I'm surprised more people didn't do it. And I just assumed that's what assuming makes. It makes an ASS out of you and me.
One of these years, buddy, I think I'm going to start the 2027 one next week. I'm just going to announce the date, keep the website up, and say, you know, early bird ticket sales will begin in September or whatever. You know, you can start stocking tickets up throughout the year. So you have 9 months to convince people, oh, you're not working for Mossad. Oh, you're not an agent of the Israeli government. No, we're not. And I'll tell you, these particular silver coins, these right, the ones that I'm going to send to you, I bought these actually in 2010. These are 2010. I went and looked at the sales order because I still have it. So these are from 2010, long before I went to work as a double agent for Mossad. So, or I even conceived of giving silver away as a prize in a contest. But at the end of the day, I think that the most exciting part was just to hear the excitement in so many of your voices when you called in and won. I mean, there was some I felt in some instances like I was Tom Likas, and I was on KLSX out in Los Angeles, and I was one of those old FM radio pukes, or Uncle Goodish, the Goodish man who worked at the Big Ape in Tampa, or Neil Rogers, who before he became Neil Rogers, the talk show host, worked at 93 Rock in Miami. They all did contests, all did big contests. Or my old friend Alan Beebe, who did over a decade of contest at B97 here in New Orleans. And, you know, people would be very excited when they called it, oh my gosh, I got through. And one of the things that we do have here, because we have a real radio, professional radio announcer, telephone system. So because we can just busy all the lines. There's a function on there. We just go, you push a button, and it busies all the lines. So the first set of callers, you know, while the soundbite is playing or the trigger mechanism is playing, you're all going to get a busy signal. And it doesn't matter how many times you try, and it's not aimed at anyone in particular. When you unbusy all the lines, that's when the calls start coming through. And then, you know, if you don't know, in the old telex phone systems, Bell South invented this. It's called a rollover. So then it rolls over the lines. And there was only like maybe 1 day or 2 days out of the entire 18 days that we gave tickets away, or 16 days. I think it was 16. 16 days that we gave tickets away. There were only 2 days when it was 2 people duking it out to win it. And you can see line 1 and line 2. And Maggie would go, thank you for calling. You're calling number 1. Thank you for calling. You're calling number 2. And then she'd go, it's 2 people. and she was just eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know, if you knew who it was, you could.
That's cheating. I would never do that.
I know. Well, you could have gone in the chat room because they were going like, I was caller number 3. Because they would post what caller number they were. So the fact that all of you got your tickets, the fact that hopper, can you show them the hopper? The fact that hopper is it off again? You know, and this is another thing. We found out, folks, this is getting worse. These people just won't stop. This 2MFA crap, and that's what it is. It's 2MFA garbage. Now you can't get to the app now? Oh, there it is. No. There's 2MFA. It's like not 2MFA now. Sometimes it's 4MFA. You need to get to the camera app. There you go. You got it. Zoom in.
Do the password and everything else, bro.
There we are. Now you can see it. Oh, well, she'll flash it up on the screen. But the fact that the website stayed working, thanks a billion to Scott Resnick for all of his hard work. He kept the sites running, kept the train. He was our Mussolini. He kept the trains and the website running on time. Allison Bricker, our tech director, because we did hire someone this year. Allison is running all of the tech behind the scenes now. I don't do it anymore. I gave it up. And she kept the Crusade channel and MikeChurch.com. And then your payment processor, she kept all of that running on time. So thanks to Allison. Thanks to my sister Melissa, who was running interference with all of you and was talking to all of you and solving your problems and getting you logged in so you could get your tickets and saying, no, like in Caddyshack, no, Mr. Havisham, no, your ticket's over here, Mr. Havisham, no, it's not over there, no, that's not a ticket, that's a ball. So my sister Melissa kept that part of it all going, thank you. And of course, Maggie is the three-ring circus master outside of behind the scenes. She makes everything run and then run on time. And folks, ladies and gentlemen, you just can't imagine the amount of work that goes into running a contest like this. And you want to say that it's fun? It's it's not fun. No, King dude, it's fun. No, I'm pretty sure it's not. You don't have the gold background for me? Oh, I can't see it. Okay, that's the preview.
Are you saying you're down?
What's
Are
that?
you saying you're down one in prize? Are you saying you're down one in the prizes? Like the bourbon is now gone because of last week?
The bourbon is in this cup, my friend, right here. If you want the bourbon, I tapped the bottle for you to sample it to make sure that it's all good.
Taste test.
Yeah, so thanks to all of you, of course, for buying so many tickets, as you always do, and best of luck to all of you. Thanks to Brother Andre and the Slaves to the Immaculate Heart of Mary at the St. Benedict Center in Richmond, New Hampshire. You know, it's a big conference they do every year in October. It's the second weekend in October. I think it's October 9th and 10th this year. I believe it's 9th and 10th is the date. You should all come. There was one year when we had like 30 Mike Churchill listeners there. Y'all should do that again. You should all come. No excuses. You should come, Steve. You absolutely should come. You would. I think that you'd love it. I think you get a kick out of it. The camaraderie and the fellowship with all the dudes. Just hanging out after the talks and everything for those two nights. It's a great event. Go to Catholicism.org and go sign up today. You get to meet me. If Steve comes, you'll meet Steve. You get to meet Brother Andre, Brother Joseph, and then the sisters. Ms. O'Connell is coming this year. She has to, because our daughter's second compromised draft wedding is a celebration of their vows with all their friends. Is October the 17th, the following Saturday. So we're going to be in Boston for that entire week. And I imagine that Sir Charles Coulomb will also be there. So you should go to the St. Benedict Center. Let me also thank my friend Steve Cunningham here, who did an awful lot of great and hard work on this as well. And
I feel like a failure.
No, dude, please. Now you know what it's like. Now you can actually crawl inside that Mike Church is suppressed digitally on the internet, and you actually borne witness to it. You saw it with your own eyes. You're like, no, dude, he's telling the truth. We ought to have Father Ripper come over here and just bless everything to get whatever demonic hex. Before Charlie was assassinated, those witches on Etsy, they put a curse on him. You remember this?
I remember seeing about that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure those same Etsy witches, along with Steve Bannon, put a curse on me back in 2015, and it has been in effect ever since. But I will say one more thing, and then we'll do some drawings here. I think one of the great benefits of doing something like this is the people that you are close to, you get closer to. And you get a greater appreciation for them because you rely so heavily on them. Because you can't do something like this without a team. There's no I in team. And we had a great team. And all of you that passed your affiliate links out, I know that there were many of you that tried. And God bless you, and thank you so much because you expanded the sphere. Even if they didn't buy a ticket, they saw our names. So they're now going like, oh, what is this Mike Church show? What is this Sensus Fidelium? What is this Crusade channel? What is this Ethics and Broadcasting Network? What is this Golden Truth ticket? So after 2 years now, maybe you have a little bit of goodwill going forward with it. And I will say that one of the other benefits of this, and one of the things that I got out of it, is I really got, and I appreciate this very much, Steve, I got to rekindle a friendship that I let fall by the wayside for many years. He was almost my best friend with Steve. And that Steve and I have hooked back up, and it's just been laughing and cutting up and cracking jokes and FaceTiming and texting each other and going like, dude, did you see this? Just like it was in the old days. So for that, I think it was worth the price of admission. And we got to meet a lot of Steve.
100% with you.
And we got to meet a lot of Steve's listeners. We have a Sensus Fidelium winner, Colleen Avery. Colleen Avery. I think she's in your chats, I think, on Clown Planet. And is Rachel in your chats? Do you know the name Rachel? Rachel Wood.
I'd have to check. I haven't seen it.
So Rachel became a Crusader. She's a Founders Dude Nation member now. She signed up. So we got to meet a lot of your listeners, a lot of your viewers, a lot of Sensus Fidelium fans. I got to meet some Restoring the Faith Media fans. So thanks to Mike Parrott for that, for letting us use his channel for the last week. Did I leave anybody out? Because I do that, and then after the fact, it's like, you know what, you didn't give me a thank, and I don't want to do that. I think I got everybody. And of course, I thank Scott. He was one of the first ones. I can't thank Scott and his family enough because they have to endure him being grumpy and having to do all this extra work that he does for us. Of course, we need to, where's Buckshot? We need to thank Buckshot. Buckshot, where you at, buddy? Buckshot, where you at? Here, I know how to get him.
He's over there getting the ball.
Buckshot, fire! Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, come here.
It's fine.
Come here. I just wanted to show. I wanted to show everyone. There you go. Maggie's got him. We have to thank the mascot. Come here, buddy.
He's not going to sit in your lap.
I know he's not. That's. Say hi to everybody. So that's Buckshot. Oh, you're such a good boy. Hey, you want to fire? Watch his ears. Okay, buddy. So, having said all that and gotten all the thank yous out of the way, and of course he almost just pulled the cable out of the camera. he just ran over it. All right, Maggie, put yourself on camera. I switch the camera because I don't want anyone to accuse us of anything. And you know that they will. I didn't see you pull that ticket there, buddy. No, you saw it. So what we're going to do here, this is how this is going to work. She's going to pull one ticket, and she's going to put it in the gold envelope. You can see the gold envelope there. And then she's going to pull the second ticket. And, oh yeah, shake them up. Make sure that they're in no particular order. I don't want to have the conspiracy theory people being able to feast on this and go, you know what? I saw that. I went frame by frame, and in frame 217. Okay.
You grab somebody off the street, too.
All right. Hang on. Before you do it. All right. You're not in the picture, by the way. Drum roll, please. That is the winner. Hand it, put it in the envelope. Now just leave it there so that they can see that, okay, so there it is. That is the winner of the Golden Truth ticket, the raffle part of. Okay, let's do second now. And you want to give it another shake after this? Okay, that's for the silver, okay, and our beautiful silver envelope, okay, and then she's going to replace that right there. Your camera went off. Yeah, you would think that when it senses when it senses that an HDMI cable is connected, zoom in a little bit. You would think. You're good. Okay. You would think that the iPhone, with all the technology, that it would know that it shouldn't cut off. Okay, we're going to give it a shake now as we go for third. Okay, and now we're going to pull for the bourbon basket. And that's going in the black envelope. Okay, and now we're going to pull for the ammo, the $500 gift certificate donated. Oh, I forgot. I did forget a thank you. A Kaiser in the chat room, Michael Barry. Thanks to Michael Barry for a magnificent donation, a $500 gift certificate to Ammunition Depot. And then Steve, have you decided what you want to give to how many runners up?
Yeah, just send me names and I'll send them all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so let's pull 5. We're going to pull 5. So I'm going to send you 5 names. All right. There's 1. There's 2. Notice that my hands did not touch anything. So if the FBI comes, I'm going to. She pulled it. I didn't do it. 4, and then 5. Okay, so now she is going to put those tickets into the red envelope. And that's where we shall start. Now she's going to hand me all the envelopes, please. Vanna, if you would, hand me the envelopes. This is exciting. Now somebody is going to, okay, now she's going to go in, and I'm just going to hold them here. Steve can bear witness that they're in my hand, that as soon as she cuts the camera shot, then you can see. Okay, there they are. So there is your gold, your silver, your bourbon, your ammo, and Sensus Fidelium, which is where we're going to start. Okay, so I'm going to call the ticket numbers out, and then she is going to tell you who is who. And then she has to go, what are we getting here? Okay, she's getting something. Okay. All right, here we go. First, it ends in 258. 8434258. 258.
Numbers to look through. It's going to take me a while. This is like 12 pages worth of stuff.
You can't do a find? Hang on. 8433061. 8432453. 8432446. And then finally, 8432806. So you have to go to a spreadsheet of 2,000.
I don't know how to do this.
There's a Command F in every Mac program. Command F should work. So, did it work? So we have a spreadsheet of all of your ticket numbers. If you're wondering, well, what in the wide world of sports is going on here, that's what's going on here. I'll just jiggle my gold, my silver while waiting. Now, you can tell that this isn't rigged because we didn't do it in advance. We can't even find the damn ticket number.
Are you sure?
Here, you want the ticket? She's asking me, are you sure you read it right? Yeah, I read it right. Some dude on X accused me yesterday, like, do you know how to copy and paste? I'm like, yes, I know how to copy and paste. We may have to call a timeout here because if the sequence isn't correct.
It's telling me none of these tickets are found. You just hold on. Just keep talking.
Okay, well, let's play. Is Scott Resnick listening? Because this is his spreadsheet.
Working on it right now.
Something, okay, there's a digit that's off. Did I gave you 7 digits, right? Just search for 806.
I just did.
We had this problem last year because these ticket numbers don't match exactly, or do they match exactly with the order number? All right, hang on a second here, folks. I guess we have everything else is still in an envelope, so just bear with us for a second.
Just a warm-up face.
Saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks, gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo. Howling around your kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Ahoo.
All right, finally.
Just had A sitting and B sitting on the order.
Lord.
Okay?
Welcome back, folks, to the Golden Truth Ticket drawing. The reason you bought a ticket is so you could win something, or you could hear somebody win something. And I just want to try and explain what just happened so that you know that there was no hanky-panky going on. What happened is that in the spreadsheet, the Excel spreadsheet that was made to carbon copy to basically be a duplicate for the order spreadsheet that you could download from the web portal, which is called WooCommerce, you put into the spreadsheet, you put your starting ticket number in, and then you put your ending ticket number in, and then Excel fills in everything in between. Well, Excel filled in everything in between, but somehow the software, the formula that was in the cell that was supposed to do the filling in,
It's a Chinese ticket's fault.
it was definitely a CCP hack. The sequence, the integer for the sequence was backwards. And so instead of counting up from 843, 2800, whatever the starting number was, it counted down. So we had all of your ticket numbers, they just weren't matching. So they had to go into the spreadsheet and then had to change the formula. And then once the formula was changed, we were then able to generate a new spreadsheet. So we're all good now. We have it. And then just to make sure that this was correct, we took Steve's first 5 winners and confirmed who they are and that they're in the spreadsheet. So all is right. Apologize for the delay. It was an honest, simple mistake. And anyway, and I'm thinking the whole time Office Space. I'm thinking Michael Bolton going when he puts the hack code into the program that's counting tenths of a cent, and they're supposed to get like $20,000 or whatever. And Peter goes to the bank and he goes, Michael, there's $500,000 in the or $1.5 million in the account. He goes, what? And he goes, yeah, there's $1.5 million in the account. And Michael Bolton goes, stupid me, always carry a zero where there should be a 1 or a comma where there should be a semicolon. And that's what happened. We got Office Spaced. So, without further ado, because I know you're excited, Steve is with us. Steve, are you still there? I know you, okay, yeah, Steve is still with us. Okay.
It feels good to be a gangster, huh?
Yeah, here are your winners for whatever you're going to send them. 843-4258 is Paul Fabrizio. Paul, congratulations. 843-3061 is Robert Camille or Camilla. And I know Robert's a longtime listener of mine. Congratulations, Robert. 843-2493 is James Gergen. Melissa, that's your favorite Founders Pass member, Jim Gergen. Or Mr. Gergen, as we call him around here. Oh, Mr. Gergen called again. The app's not playing nice with him. So we know Mr. Gergen. Mr. Gergen, see if it's going to hook you up. 843-2446 is Dave Yoel. Dave, congratulations. And number 5, the 5th ticket is 843-2806, and that is Timothy Rarick. So Timothy, you're one of the guys I helped out get logged in, so you can thank me. So because I actually gave you that ticket. Well, I didn't give you the ticket, but I helped you get logged in so you could buy your ticket. So now we're going to proceed to the green. Okay, here's the green. Are we on split screen or widescreen? We're on widescreen, okay. So this is for Kaiser Michael Barry's ammo that he donated. This is a $500 gift certificate, right? $500 gift certificate for Ammunition Depot. Thanks again to Kaiser. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
What's the number?
The number is 843-2594.
843-2594. Right?
And she's going to tell me who that number is.
Pull up for me. That is Robert Lane.
Robert Lane. $500 in ammo, buddy. Okay, so there's your green envelope. All right, okay, showing everybody. Now I'm going to move to the, or you'll give that one to Maggie. So now I'm going to, here's your envelopes. There they are, showing the camera. Let's go to the black. This is the bourbon basket. Okay, basket of rare bourbon and mixers. So there's going to be a bottle of Blanton's. There's going to be a bottle of Colonel E.H. Taylor. There's going to be a bottle of Calumet 15-year age, which I think is probably the finest bourbon on earth. I've had the Pappies. I don't like Pappy beyond 12 or 13 years. It just starts to taste like syrup. There will be a bottle of, there's 4 bottles in it. Then I'm going to give you a bottle of Peychaud bitter, the only real bitters, because they're made actually in France, in Peychaud. And a bottle of real maraschino cherries, Woodford Reserve maraschino cherries. And the winner of that is the rare bourbon basket, and a bottle of Blanton's. Yes, a bottle of Blanton's. 843-2450. 843-2450.
That is Nicole Benedetti.
Nicole Benedetti! It's Benintendo.
I don't know how
It's Nicole Benintendo. For those of you that don't know, Nicole and her family became crusaders. I think they actually were crusaders before, but became real great, very active and very generous crusaders during the Corona Doom. And if Nicole wants to tell you the story, she can tell all of you the story. But she sends us checks all the time. She's wonderful. She sends me pictures of her daughters getting married. This is literally what community means, folks. When we tell you that the Crusade Channel is the little channel that could, and the Mike Church Show is a community, it's a family. That's what I mean. I get Christmas cards from Nicole. I get invited to her children's weddings. I get pictures of the weddings after the fact. And she sends us checks all the time and says, great job. You and Maggie are doing a fantastic job, so thank you so much. All the pleasure's all on this side of the table, Nicole. Okay, getting close now. This is the pound of silver. This is second prize. All right. There's the envelope. There's your silver envelope. And there's my red ticket. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? You ready? This is mildly convincing. Okay, here we go. 843-4080. This is a big winner. This is $720.
That is Pete Ardoin.
Pete Ardoin. Pete, a Cajun bro. Ardon in Lafayette is Ardoin.
Ardohain.
Oh, or that's not Cajun. I take it back. You didn't give me the H the first time. Androhin. So that you get the silver, Pete. We'll be mailing it to you in a plain brown envelope. You know, this camera is set on reverse today. It's set on plain. It should be set on reverse because I think I'm moving this way, and it's the exact opposite. So we wonder, why do you keep covering your face, dude? Because the camera's backwards. Which is why you can't read teleprompter through a camera lens. You actually have to project it on there and flip it. Okay. This is the moment everyone has been waiting for. That is the Golden Truth ticket. It is in this envelope. It is in this envelope. When I pull this out and read this number, someone is going to be $48,000 richer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what the grand prize is worth right now because I'm going to go to the site because it gives me accurate information. Okay. Right now, $50,071.32. So that means gold spiked by $50 an ounce last night. Because I checked it last night and it was $48,000. So here we go. Your grand prize winner is, my hands are shaking, I'm nervous. 843-3720. 843-3720. That is Nicole Benintendo again? Oh, my Lord. Nicole. Good Lord. Nicole. Steve, not only does she get a bourbon basket, or he's talking to somebody. Not only does she get a bourbon basket, she gets some gold to look at and count while drinking the bourbon. So that is our winner. There's your ticket right there. I'm just going to show it to everyone. Nicole Benintendo. She's got a big family too, so I kind of think I know what she might do with it. But there it is. Nicole Benintendo is our big winner. Can we see if we can get her on the phone? So we'll see if we can get Nicole on the phone, and there are your 2026 Golden Truth.
Congrats, Nicole. Sorry, I was talking about slavery to somebody.
Look at that. So there are your tickets. Why? How did this camera get flipped? It never does this for me. In any event, there are your tickets are on the envelopes here. We will double check and confirm. And there was nothing wrong with the spreadsheet other than the formula that sequenced the numbers. We fixed the formula. We fixed the glitch. And when we fixed the glitch, then we were able to generate the correct sequence, and then everything checked out. So that's what happened.
Is that Milton? You fixed the glitch?
Yeah. No, it was Michael Bolton fixing the glitch. It was Michael Bolton going, you remember going, I always put a comma or a semicolon in the wrong place. Because, in Office Space, they thought they were stealing 20 grand, and they got $1.5 million. And the dude rushes into Lundberg's office. Big problem, Bill. Lots of money missing. And that's how you know. So, great year, great contest. A very familiar winner, the Benintendo family. As I said, longtime Crusaders, probably from the Sirius XM days. So someone that has been around and been with us for a very long time. And again, 50,000, it went up while I was talking, $50,071.32 now. So I'm not sure what is happening in the gold market, but it is going to, maybe Trump's going to make that announcement tomorrow that he's putting us back on the gold standard. I don't know. Okay, so I want to thank everyone for playing the contest and the game. Where are you at? Cunningham, where are you?
I'm at the, you remember that gym I told you about where the owner was made a movie of?
Yeah. No, I read the story.
I'm there.
Okay, all right. Is Nicole on the line? All right, hang on. Nicole Benintendo, are you there?
I am here.
Oh, my Lord, you won bourbon and gold.
I know it.
For all that you and your family has been through, I personally know the story. That is absolutely amazing. Were you listening? Did you hear your name?
I did. I heard it twice, Mike.
So you never won an on-air prize, so tell us, what are you going to do with 12 Golden Eagle Lady Liberty coins?
I don't know, but some of it's coming back to you. That's all I can say.
Well, you know what? You have been so generous to us. I don't even know how. I'm going to tell you, listeners out there, that Nicole is so generous that I cheerfully send her the form every year from the IRS with the termination letter number, so she can claim us on her taxes. Was anyone in your family listening? I mean, were you by yourself?
No, I'm all by myself. But I don't care.
Okay, who's the first one you're going to call and say, "Oh my gosh, I won"?
Oh, that would be my husband, because he has to work today and I don't.
Oh. Now, I saw your orders coming through, but I didn't get a total count. How many actual chances to win did you have?
I had 65.
65. That's a pretty good ratio. So, and that's a nice donation too. Thank you. So 65.
You're welcome.
Now you have to outdo you and the girls are gonna and your husband have to get together. You have to outdo Chris Payne's winner's video. I know you saw it, where he's showing off the coins and his wife comes in with a little grabber hand and pulls one of them away?
Yeah, I can do that, but my husband is a much better actor.
Okay. Well, whoever does it, it's very exciting. So we're going to send you that bourbon. I'm going to get the gold will come from Revelation Gold Group. They will actually send it to you on my behalf. And Nicole Benintendo is our 2026 Golden Truth ticket winner. I don't think you've ever won anything before. And you've been in all of our contests.
I've never won a thing in my life.
So you must have been double secret probation shocked.
I was.
Well, Nicole, it couldn't have happened to a more wonderful person and family and lovely person. I hope to see you and your husband real soon at some event. You guys you should tell him to take a couple of days off, and y'all should come. You should take one of those gold coins and treat yourself to first-class flight tickets to Boston and come to the St. Benedict Center Conference this year.
That might be doable.
It might be doable. All right. I'm not going to hold you to it, but I'm going to bug you about it.
Yeah, you can, because I'm too busy running a company. So.
Everybody, congratulate Nicole Benintendo for being our. Am I saying your last name correct?
Actually, it's Benintendi.
Benintendi. How did I get an I from an O? Benintendi. Nicole Benintendi for being our 2026 grand champion in the Win a Pound of Gold Golden True Sweepstakes or Raffle. So when Nicole won, and we had some other winners there. We'll post them all on the website today. Nicole, congratulations so much. Thank you for playing. Thank you for all of your support over the years, and God bless you, and Mary keep you, and enjoy the gold.
Thank you so much.
Thanks is all on this side of the table. So, folks, that concludes. Well, Steve, at least we can say on this go around, I knew who Chris Payne was because I always go through the listener rolls, and I knew he was a Founders Pass member. But Nicole, like I know, she came to one of our congresses. So her and her husband came to one of our congresses. So nice to know that a good, wonderful Catholic family won it.
Yeah, congratulations, Nicole. That's great.
So I want to thank Steve and Sensus Fidelium and all of you that played the game and the raffle part of it and played the on-air game. I regrets and sorry that you didn't win.
There's always next year.
Yeah, there's always next year. And Chris Payne didn't two-peat, so we have that going for us. I want to wish everyone a safe and blessed, wonderful 4th of July weekend. There's a very good chance I'll email all of you. If I can get Mitt or Monday to hang out with me tomorrow morning, that we will read the Declaration of Independence on the Crusade channel and on YouTube tomorrow morning and talk a little independence, and then we'll play my movie, The Road to Independence, the movie, which you can get in the Founders Trading Post on a 2 DVD set at shop.mikechurch.com. Well, Steve, this one's in the history books, brother. Thanks for being our partner. I appreciate it.
As you said, thanks is all on this side of the table, man. I appreciate just hanging out with you guys and talking to you guys all the time, like you said earlier. That right there was gold enough for me. Well,
you know what? We're going to promote the Sensus Fidelium app, because you know what? If you're in a conservative, especially if you're in a parish that says the Latin Mass, you're going to want to talk to Steve about getting that app for your pastor or for your priest. It's not your average app, so I'll have to tell you all about it. We'll build a little advertising campaign so that we can tell everyone all about it. But it's a great app, and we'll be working with Steve on that. And lots of other stuff. We got Jeb Smith coming up at the same. Jeb's going to be at the St. Benedict Center. He's speaking.
Yeah, he told me about that. Yeah, he's excited. He can't wait.
And Jeff's got has a new book out. Steve has a new book out about the Great Reset and the City of God. You can get that at sensusfideliumpress.com. And, of course, follow Steve on Sensus Fidelium. I want to thank everyone. Lord, y'all have a great, a magnificent day. I will be sending an email out today and thanking everyone. I'll send another one out that's going to tell you the weekend broadcasting schedule. And Maggie and I are going to take a couple of days off because you know what? This fries your brain. So we will not be on air Monday, and everyone that's involved with the Crusade channel, Monday is our 4th of July holiday. So we won't be here Monday. So, and I'll let you know the broadcast schedule. And of course, the Road to Independence will start playing this afternoon as it does every year, just in loop. And I'll throw Pages of Independence in there too. Everyone, thank you so much for playing the game, for your donations, for your love, for your support, for your prayers. Thanks for being Dude Nation members. Follow Steve, youtube.com/@Sensus Fidelium. Not census with a C, with an S. Follow me at youtube.com/@RealKingDude. We'll see you after the 4th of July Independence Day weekend. As I said, look forward to my movies playing in loop all weekend long here, not on Sunday, because we play Steve stuff on Sunday, Sermon Sunday. So have a safe and blessed remainder of your day. God, and thanks for so many of you for all of your contributions in playing the Golden Truth Ticket Raffle and on-air radio contest. God bless you, and Mary keep you. See you, Steve.
See you, bud. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend.